she screamed. She wasn't wailing. She was screaming. She was shouting, and all of a sudden, she had this big male voice. You know what I'm saying? And she's talking like that. In Lugisu, they have a Gisu. You know what I'm saying? My guardians. You know what I'm saying? So it happened until they got the message, and then they did some omumbo gumanyi. Yeah, that
Hubs.
Yeah, herbs.
Yeah.
And they mix some goat sheep shit and whatever and mix some things inside.
Sheep shit.
I don't. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Come on, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, because it's there. It's for protecting. You know what I'm saying? And all the mom did was to
Interesting.
smear on the girl like that.
Yeah.
And the windows shook again, and the girl fell like a piece of paper. I tell you one thing. A fool is a fool whether he's gone to school. Why he sits down on a stool and bows down to Babylon rule and says it's cool. A fool is a fool, regardless, whether they're rich or poor, you know?
Nice. That's a good one.
And you know it's true that they want you to know what you have to know. You have to tell them say it's true. Love yourself again and never stay away from love again. Ooh, you. I tell you, Babylon, I go screw you. Yeah. Respect your mother and your father.
G Styles, the G full of style. Them a pre-we, if you know, you know. Coca-Cola, me day up on top with me crown King Styles. Everything crease and thing in a me palace. Every boy a pre me in a me Rolls Royce. Ngabuli chimuchakabi, everything.
Okay. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching G Styles again. Today on set, I have a great man that almost needs no introduction because you can already tell who he is from what he's donning.
Yeah.
He's a royal, he's a king, an African king, right? You
Yes,
can
sir.
tell from what he's donning.
Yes, sir.
Royal regalia. And you can tell, you know, you already know. So
Yeah,
thank you for watching. Before we go into it,
Yeah.
it's going to be exciting. He's going to teach us a lot of things. But before we go in, please make sure you smash that subscribe button right now. We'll wait.
Smash it. Yeah.
Right away, right?
Yes, sir. Right away.
Yes. So we're talking to none other than Blessed Son. Blessed Son, you're welcome to G Styles.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
G Styles.
Yes.
And it's my pleasure being here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I would like you to tell us,
Yeah.
Blessed Son,
Yeah.
who is Blessed Son? For me, I know you, right?
Yeah.
But just to the viewer.
Yeah, Blessed Son is a musician, artist, promoter, producer, instrumentalist, and all that. Yeah. What more can I say? Basically, content creator. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, great. Now, Blessed Son, you're Rasta.
Yeah.
Is Rastafarianism a religion?
It's a way of life, according to my understanding. It's a way of life, and that's just it. That's just it. It's not a religion, but I mean, a religion is to me, a religion is what gets people together, what a belief that gathers people together, their body, mind, and soul put all into there, you know, and. I don't want to segregate. I don't want to segregate self, but I don't go to church, and I don't go to the mosque, and I'm not saying that it's bad. No, it's just a concept that people have. You know, people have. They want something to believe in, that you know that. It will happen, you know what I'm saying? Like most of the people, like friends of mine from Nigeria, I used to live next to them in Buziga. They used to have toys and dolls. They would tie something red in the compound, and before you know it, They would pray every day and worship that thing every day. And according to them, they would achieve what they want. You know what I'm saying? So, and to them, that is a religion too, you know?
Okay.
And soldiers who go for war, they're also brainwashed, and that's religion. Brainwashed education, you know? But me, as a dready man, I agree, and I agree with the ways of the Emperor Selassie himself.
Okay.
Yeah, his ways of life and what he believed in, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and that is who I am. I'm a dready man, you know. I don't want to claim what I am not, for I am who I am, son of my father, child of my mother, you know. And I keep it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's my concept of keeping it Rasta. It is the concept. It is the ideology. It is the ideology that keeps me going.
Okay.
And I agree so much with the ideology of the emperor. It changed my life. It changed the world.
Emperor El Selassie.
Yes, I.
Yeah.
And the first and the last.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. Yeah. And
A quick question in line with that. Before Emperor Selassie, wasn't there Rastafarianism? Because Emperor Selassie is of the 70s, of just the last century, right?
yeah,
So before that,
there was.
what were Rasta men?
There was. It's just that he spoke for them.
Okay.
He is up to now the voice of the voiceless.
I hear you.
Yeah, with love and respect for humanity,
Okay.
you know, and that's why some of us stick to Rasta,
Oh, yeah.
because of the levity and the consciousness of humanity and the oneness, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm curious to know, Rastaman.
yeah,
Have you been a Christian before? Because I know you weren't born Rasta.
yeah. My parents
Unless
they are descendants of the Christian.
Oh, correct.
Yeah.
So, like, what interested you with the religion, with Rastafarianism? Like, how did you start a transition from the space in which you were born into Rasta? You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what sparked that move?
Before I even go to that, I learned music from my sisters. They used to dance,
Okay.
like, you know, programs like every weekend. There's this program for the community where the community youths get together and do a show and get some change, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was Lingala music, not even reggae. That's nothing.
Interesting. So you started on the Lingala side.
Basically, that's what interested me in
Yeah.
the music and all
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
But my, as I was growing up, my big brother was a professional basketballer.
Okay.
So I also played basketball, not so long, a little bit. And I'm a rapper actually. And I still rap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now that is about music. I would like to know how you say you were born. You come from you have descendants. Your parents are.
Yeah. I'm
from
getting there.
Christians.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did rap from the late 90s. Yeah, maybe early 2000s and all that.
Okay.
And the genocide that happened in Rwanda actually is one that got me. Because in 94 to 96, I guess, I don't remember clearly.
It should have been 90 to 94.
90 to 94, yeah?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, there was so much dead bodies floating and all that. Me, I grew up in the barracks. I grew up in Luzira. You know Luzira?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's where I grew up. So we were stopped from eating fish and all that stuff. And you know, because you'd find like that big fish is almost half price or even no price at all. Because you find in a human eye, human finger, a watch or something.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a guy who used to work on Green Channel, yeah, Radio Uganda. Was called Chris Mack. And there was a basketball tournament in Kigali. And he wanted me on board
To go and play?
to go and actually perform. Because he's the one who was like, I guess he was the host or something like that. Yeah. And we went with the Family Planning Association of Uganda because that was the basketball team that they was going. And me, I was a counselor. To join them, you have to either play basketball or, I joined them when I was in university. I joined them as a counselor, like freelancer. So I learned how to be with people and to counsel people and talk to people and all that. But when the tournament came, they didn't tell me about it. It's just Chris Mark, because he used to host us on radio most of the time, I guess on the weekends or Fridays, like that. And when I went to Rwanda, everything changed for me, I was supposed to rap as usual. But
A counselor rapping, because you went
Yeah.
as a counselor.
I worked with Family Planning Association as a counselor.
Okay.
Yeah. I also played basketball for them. But Chris Mark was hosting the show, and he knew me as a rapper because he used to host rappers on Green Channel and Red Channel, Radio Uganda and all that. But when I went to Rwanda, my life changed. I actually, when it was my turn to stand in front of all these people, and remember all these people were like victims, tears just rolled off my eyes and I failed to rap.
perform.
I
Yeah.
failed.
Yeah.
Instead, I just started talking to them,
Because of the memories you
from
had
the
about the
memories
genocide and stuff.
and then also what they're going through, because they had segregated them,
Okay.
like segregate them from the rest of the, So it was that changed my life. When I came back home, I never seen sufferation like that. I never seen. I've been in South Sudan for 8 years. I've been shot at. I was engaged to John Garang's daughter for 8 years. She was my girlfriend.
Your first son sometime.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, one of his wife's
Yeah.
children.
No, but that
yeah.
remains, his daughter.
So I saw separation, but it was war, it was murder and all that. But that was after I was in Rwanda, you know what I'm saying? But the situation there was different for me. My expectations was different from what I see on TV and what my friends tell me. But when I came back to Uganda, I stopped music for like 5 years. I stopped performing, I stopped singing, I stopped everything. I just started working with the community, like.
That was from Rwanda.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like 5 years of not doing nothing, no recording, no nothing.
Okay.
Then the first song I recorded was a reggae song. And I don't remember what it was called, but it was BBC that recorded.
Nice.
Yeah, there was a girl called Christine something, I don't remember. Yeah, we did that project with her because that time there was BBC Uganda, African Contemporary Music.
Okay.
So I was working with a gentleman called Gareth Woods, and his studio is called Chilimood Sounds, where that's how I got to know Christine. I think got my contact through that, that process and all that. But
Christine was the lady you got engaged to?
No, Christine is the lady who works with BBC.
BBC, okay.
Who first recorded one of my early reggae songs. Yeah.
Okay.
It was called Tarnished My Dreams.
Okay.
Yeah, with that documentary we did it in Juba prison, around the prison there. It wasn't allowed. Yeah, juvenile prison.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, that's my experience. Like working with the community, it changed my life so much. You can't believe it, but it's amazing that I saw all that.
Okay, that sounds good. But still, you haven't helped me understand how you moved from Christianity into Rastafarianism. Because watching people suffer, Are you trying to say that it's the Christianity that was making them suffer? Is that what you're trying to mean?
No, what I'm trying to say is like, I guess the last time I went to church or to that religious house where people go and worship the preacher,
They worship the
they worship the preacher because if I want to be a preacher, all I have to do is go and read and study theology. And that's it. Before you know it, I'm a pastor, I'm a preacher on the streets. You know what I'm saying? The last time I was in church is when I was young. When I was little, when I was controlled by my brothers, by my mother and by my father and all that, you know? And that's just it. Like, I never liked church, really, because my brother was preaching too much. My sister was a Mormon. My brother was a Molokole. My mom was, Orthodox. And, you know, and I really appreciate what they tried to do to get me to there. But when I woke up from slumber. I know my culture, my tradition, my way of life. I speak 13 languages that no one taught me. I didn't go to school for. It's because of the culture.
Interesting.
And that's Rasta for me.
Are they all
you know what I'm
local
saying?
languages?
Yeah, and it's non-Bantu. It's non-Bantu, it's non-Kiswahili. It's non-English. You get it?
Yeah.
It's Luo and Eastern language. Northern language and Eastern language.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
interesting.
Yeah, and it took a lot of hearing people babbling this and babbling that and babbling because I grew up in the barracks. So in the barracks, there's so many different tribes, different people from different walks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say helped you learn that many languages? Because there are people that were in the same space as you that I don't think speak. How many languages did you say speak? 13. There are people that have been in the same space as you that can only speak like 4 or 5. Like, what is that about
blessed,
you?
Actually,
what's that about you that made you learn all 13 and speak them well?
I wouldn't say I speak them perfectly well, but I speak them, and every person that I meet out there believes I'm from their region, but they wonder how people are not taught like that. But how come? Wow, you know, you're different breed. I'm like, yeah, you know, I can't say that I'm not, because I am. I am African, I am Ugandan, I am where I belong, 6 feet underground. When this flesh is gone, when the spirit lives on, we all go 6 feet underground or beyond 6 feet or below 6 feet. So this is just flesh. This is a housing. It's like how you buy a phone and put a housing. This is just a body. There's a mind and there's a soul, you know? And I mean, I am the body, mind, and soul. But I know when this goes, I shall live on.
Great.
You know what they say, black magic? And they say voodoo? And they say, you know, whatever. People from out there describe our culture as wicked or as all these things. But I tell you, we are spirits. In Uganda, they say, emizimu, fenatuli mizimu. Oshegera. Because we come back again, even when the flesh is gone.
If you tell the normal Ugandan that we're not really missing,
Kubanga olaba muntu afa, eddoboozi ne lisigala nga lyogera.
I hear you.
And it comes back home and tells you, protects you people. And what is that? What do they call here? Omuzimu gusazeeko, omuzimu gugo.
Yes.
Ne olaba, they say omuzimu gwani gwa jjajja gundi, gwa kojja, oshegera. It has come to do what? Okubanunula.
I hear you.
Oshegera. Me, I have witnessed a moment where I was living with my guardians, and the spirit of their grandfather came to the house, and it came through the window.
Did you notice it yourself?
Nope. I was asleep in the boys' room. We just heard the girl screaming in the house. Screaming like they're strangling, like they're killing her. In terror and fear. You know when a woman is in terror and fear? that sound. But when I got out, when I jumped off the bed, everyone had left already. They locked me inside. I was like open, and the girl is screaming the other side. I got terrified, like 3 a.m. in the night. And they told him, blessed, you okay? Then I was like, no, what's going on? And this girl, actually, she's called Joan, and she's there. I guess she's born again now. She has a Bible all the time. But this spirit came to warn the family of what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
And what was going on?
And what was going on
and
is
you
like,
won by strangling people. What had that little girl done?
It didn't strangle her. It said, do you know when someone is being strangled, the sound they make?
Yeah.
Please don't change my words. Yeah. So she screamed. She wasn't wailing. She was screaming. She was shouting. And all of a sudden, she had this big male voice. You know what I'm saying? And she's talking like that. In Lugisu, they have a Gisu, you know what I'm saying? My guardians. You know what I'm saying? So it happened until they got the message, and then they did some Omumbo Gumanyi. Yeah, that
Herbs.
Yeah, herbs. And they mix some goat sheep shit and whatever and mix some things inside.
Sheep shit?
I don't. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Come on, I guess. You know, because it's there. It's for protecting. You know what I'm saying? And all the mom did was to smear on the girl like that.
Yeah.
And the windows shook again, and the girl fell like a piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? And they told me, blessed, we told you that our grandfather always comes, but it took you long to realize. Yeah.
Now you know.
That's how he is. You know. But I was still terrified. Then, you know, the house was big, and there's an outside toilet, there's an inside toilet. So I decided to go and use the outside toilet. I found blood, lots of blood. So I went back in the house and I told Mom, because she has a lot of girls. I had a lot of sisters in the house, and I told her, I guess it's maybe it's periods or something. Maybe they need assistance or something. She said, no. Every time that guy comes, the spirit comes, my daughter bleeds for like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? She bleeds and she suffers and she, you know. So like, that's just one incident.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So did you get to understand why? Because you said it was trying to communicate, like warn them or something.
Yeah, because we went to the village and we did what they want. We sacrificed a whole cow. You know what I'm saying? And whatever is happening never happened because I had to ride along to my guardian. I had to jump in the ride, you know? And I saw things that I never seen before.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, I'm curious to know, blessed son.
Yeah, sure.
When you're transitioning from a religion that people knew, your parents, your family knew and understood, and started to transition, start to get dreads, you said you stop going to church and stuff, you know.
Bro, the last time I went to church, I told you I was a kid. I was being drugged.
Correct. Like, what was the feeling like at home? Because, like, what was their reaction like to you getting dreads?
No reaction,
and
bro.
Rasta?
No reaction, because what came out of my mouth made sense.
Yeah.
I never forgot my culture. I never forgot my language. I never forgot the ways of our life, the sounds, the sights and sound of my people. I never take my culture for granted. I never put an excuse for my culture. My culture comes first because why I speak my language, it comes from my culture. This is a dialect from my ancestors.
True.
So why should I betray my ancestors when I am the bloodline? I tell you one thing. A fool is a fool whether he's gone to school. Why he sits down on a stool and bows down to Babylon rule and says it's cool. A fool is a fool, regardless, whether they're rich or poor, you know?
Nice, that's a good one. A fool is a fool, whether he sits down on a stool.
Whether he's gone to school, why he sits down on a stool and bows down to Babylon rule and says it's cool.
That's powerful. That's very powerful.
Education begins at home. Education is when your mom and your dad teach you what you know. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that. You see, the other thing is the society. The society has really destroyed our imagination station for creation. Because I use my imagination to make another creation. For instance, if I go and say I'm going to make this or make whatever, I'll make it and I'll put it out there. And for me to know that it's good, people will support and buy and say, I want more.
True.
Exactly. Then I'll know, oh, I used my imagination to do this. And now it's paying me.
True.
Wow, my imagination is perfect. It's good. I should imagine more. You know? And that takes meditation. If you run away from yourself, you're killing your vibe. And killing the vibe means losing your way. You don't have to lose your way because there's only one way. When you're born, today you're born and tomorrow you're gone. The seeds has been sown. The story has been told.
Finished.
And I am the story.
Yeah. The
tree of life. For instance, we're under shade right now. Let's reason this out. We don't know who planted this tree, right? But they had a vision that they plant this tree, it's going to help out sometime, right?
It's true. No, they probably didn't even have a vision. This is Africa. Somebody might have shitted down here. No, you can't shit a mango seed.
Yeah.
So it's, yes, I mean,
yeah,
this is a mango tree.
Yeah, I guess, okay. Let's look at it this way.
No, I get it, but
it's a mango tree. I'm going to put it out there and people will grow.
Yeah.
Whatever will come out, the mangoes guys will feed.
Yeah.
They didn't even think about weed.
True.
They didn't even think about,
But we're enjoying the shade right now.
But we're enjoying the shade right now. We should give thanks.
True.
And we should stop cutting trees. We have to do Muti Kumuti project. Cut one tree, plant 10 trees. Otherwise, it's a crime. That's a very, very big crime because alkaline medication is way to go. Herbs is way to go. People are suffering from diabetes, pressure, heart attack, all these diseases. They don't even care about finding medication. Medication is around us. Sometimes we have plants and all that, we think they're flowers.
And yet they are therapeutic.
We cut them down, we think they're weeds and all that. But this is what our ancestors, our fathers and our great-great-great-mothers used.
There were no pharmacies back then.
There was nothing like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And right now, I wonder what's going on. People are chopping down and there's too much damage with clinical drugs and stuff like that because it leaves side effects. I know so many people who I had a stroke for 3 years and 7 months.
What?
Can you see my face? Is it balanced? I had a stroke halfway when I came back from my tour. I got stuck in Nairobi. And all my money ended at Nairobi hospital. I came to Uganda on a wheelchair.
Which tour is that you're coming back from?
It was a Bad Mambo tour. Bad Mambo production tour. Yeah.
And where was that?
Amsterdam.
Interesting.
Yeah, but when I came back to Nairobi, it was winter.
Sorry, I'm glad you were able to recover.
Winter, did you know there's winter in Nairobi?
I didn't even know that.
Now, I'm telling you right now, there's winter in Nairobi. Not the winter you imagine on CNN and all that. But the sun comes out around 5 and it disappears.
Yeah.
And it's cold, it's chilly. And people die. People die, they drink a lot of alcohol and get problems because they're trying to fight the cold.
Yeah.
So the sharp people stay in the house and wait for the sun to come out.
Interesting.
But I was going back. When I came back to Uganda, I was on a wheelchair. And everything was pouring. My whole body was just pouring one side. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't open my mouth, I couldn't eat, I couldn't close my eyes. I could just hold my eyes like that and open and close and close. All my nerves had done. But look at me now.
We give thanks.
And you're cutting down trees, you're cutting down herbs. I'm warning all you people out there. This is Africa. Please respect the culture. Don't forget where you come from, because if you forget where you come from, then you don't know where you're heading. Never forget your language. Never forget your culture. Never forget your tribe. Never forget that this is Africa. Never forget this is melanin on your skin. Love and respect is the way to go, you know?
And never forget to subscribe to G Styles.
Never ever forget to subscribe to G Styles. Never. With much love and respect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, blessed son.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you mentioned something about this team that you went with to Rwanda, and said I think you got to know about them while you were still at school. You're studying. I think they met you at university.
Yeah.
How far did you go with your education, blessed? And if you don't mind sharing, because you sound like a nicely educated guy.
Okay, let me. I never went to school. If getting masters and degrees and becoming a professor means going to school and achieving everything that life offers, then I have never gone to school. I have never gone to school, because the school that I know is the school that I'm living in right now. It's what nature taught me. It is that school that people cannot afford in Karamoja. It is that school that people have never written. It's that school that women are building houses for their husbands. In Karamoja, women build houses for their husbands. It's that school, whatever you call school, never taught. Yeah. Yeah. I'm schooled by the way of life.
Okay.
Sitting in class and writing and reciting and becoming what is you are not supposed to become. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Going to study because your parents are telling you they are doctors, you have to be a doctor.
Yeah.
Yet your passion is something else. And then you study and get masters and all that, and you give it to them and say, all right, that's it, but I'm going back to play soccer. I love football, you know what I'm saying? Still, they're going to hate on you or curse you or whatever, because they expect you to carry the name Totuswaza.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We are human beings.
We should let the universe educate
Let
us.
the universe educate. There's too much to learn from Mother Nature, you know?
Is that the way of thinking that makes Rasta men really, like they're not looking for material, so much in terms of material beings, they're just nice. We had a conversation earlier, Offset, where I was saying, what is that about Rastas that makes them really not even bother so much about material possessions? They look at the simple things, like you're preaching nature. You're preaching, if you think going to school means, no, that's not education. You're preaching not cutting down trees. Like, is that a teaching in the Rastafarian religion that shapes you towards thinking like that?
Nope.
Yeah.
That is just what is meant to be. That's just what it is from my mother's womb to now. From her mother's womb, from our great
Yeah. The
ancestors.
entire lineage.
That's just
Yeah.
the way it is, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was nothing like what we see right now. This is too much demand. Demand for this. You're working for this. You're working for paper. Let me tell you something. Seed. From seed to tree. From tree to paper. From paper to money. Come on, man. Plant more trees. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if we are here for materialistic purpose, to exist for materialistic purpose, then I don't want to exist. But it's so sad that I'm not so sad for the greedy people,
The Babylon them.
the Babylon them, yeah, big fat belly people them. The belly full but still them hungry.
This guy, who was that said, Them come in with empty pockets and live with full money bags.
That is true.
Yes,
That is true.
The politician man them.
But it's not all about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we make the money. Money don't make we.
True thing.
So there's a big difference. Yeah? From seed to tree to paper to money. We plant the seed. We mint the money. Money don't mint we.
True.
So, I mean, how can you let materialistic power control you? And the more you get greedy, the more you hurt others around you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you want it all to yourself, and you want it all, forgetting that you're just gonna go, this is just flesh, you're gonna die. You're gonna die like any other person. I'm in heaven right now. I have to enjoy this heaven.
And if I'm here with you, it means I'm in heaven.
There's
myself.
no illusion out there. There's no heaven under the earth. There's nothing like that. From birth, I'm in heaven.
And when will you go to hell?
There's nothing like that. That's an illusion to the mind.
Really?
Yeah, hell is Babylon.
Yeah.
Babylon is the wickedness that each people have towards their fellow people. What makes people do what they do to hurt others is Babylon.
Babylon. Do you believe that there is a being up there that is watching over all of us? A being that created us, that is currently there watching and saying, hey, from here these people move and come to be with me, or like a being, a normal human being, not a normal human being, but a being, someone watching over us, all seeing, all all knowing.
We are the creators. We are the creators. I am God because I create. 9 months after, I've created a soul. My mother is a goddess. My father is a god. You know what I'm saying? They planted a seed and a god came out. And this is recreation. You know what I'm saying? So there's no illusion out there. To me, there's no illusion out there. There's no one who's going to come to me and tell me about this and that and hold this book and trying to tell me. Bro, I know the book. I can read the book too. It's just the ways of life that the book says that people have to bow for or adapt and live with. But it's not a must.
Yeah.
That's why other people don't even do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They know the Bible, they know the Quran, but they don't go there because they study it just to overstand. If God is in this book, if this is God in this book, let me check him out. Let me check him out. These words have been written and rewritten and rewritten. Different versions of the Bible, different versions of whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Yeah? So who is schooling who and who is fooling who? If you can't open your eyes and your ears and hear, keep your eyes on the ground. Keep your eyes on the ground because it's 6 feet underground destination. You know?
This is wisdom right here. Blessed son, I haven't seen you sip on that G-Styles juice. Yeah. We need to toast to life.
Seek for you shall find. Seek for knowledge, for wisdom shall come. By self. Experience and learning from others. Take only what benefits you. What is good for your soul. Love is the only solution. You know? So, if you love yourself, you find love all over you. Love surrounding you to the fullest of love. If you hate yourself, you find hate to the toppest. That's why there's gangsters. You know? That's why there's Christians. That's why there's politicians. That's why there's lawyers. That's why there's thugs. That's why there's rastas. You know? You know? That's why there's Amajambi, you see, you're at home, then you get a message from the government region, and they're saying, yo, if you live in this area code, don't go out on these times and this, because they're gonna come for you. And they do come for you, bro. They do, because recently I was surprised like how someone can jump in the gate and enter the fence, but they did, man.
Like where you live?
Yeah. And they came and took side mirrors and stuff from my neighbor's car. You know what I'm saying? But when I got out, they were already disappearing. They left all those tools that work, you know what I'm saying, you know? And everyone in my area code, most of them don't park cars at home.
Just because of the thuggery?
It don't stop, and there's nothing that this security will do about it.
Or aren't you afraid to come out, to find them in action?
Bro, me a bad man. Them can't handle this, your man. I survived bullets from South Sudan, bro. I survived a stroke here, bro. I broke my leg for 2 years and 5 months, bro. You came to my house, right?
Yes.
Bushman, Papa Shante, all the reggae Rasta fraternity, Nayavinji Viona, everyone who was there, I respect with much love, because we did Blessed Son fundraising concert.
Really?
Yeah, 3 big concerts in Kampala, and they supported me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I made merchandise and they all bought. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Yeah, and I used, I kicked away the doctor, I kicked him out because he was drugging me with painkillers that were making me high. You know? What was it called? Oh my God. Trap. The painkiller is called Trap. I advise everyone out there who are in pain and all that, be careful with that painkiller called Trap. T-R-A-P. It's very, very strong, effective in 1 minute. Yeah? But it's very, very dangerous to your life. So me, I used oils from plants. You know? I called my friends, farmers. Some of them called me actually and said, yo, we heard you've broken your leg, you got an accident, you're doing, you know? I said, yeah, I'm doing bad. You know? Then like, okay, I'm gonna fix you up. THC.
What's that?
THC is oils extracted from plants. Marijuana especially. Yeah.
No.
The herbs.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
Speaking of marijuana.
Yeah. And let me finish. Let me first finish.
Okay.
And the effect that I would get from the tablet when I pop it in. Yeah? The pain will disappear in a minute, right? The same drops of THC concentrated with healing properties. Yeah? When I drop 5 drops, tap, yeah? 1 minute, it goes away, but I don't get high. I don't fail to move. You know what I'm saying? I don't say I don't want to eat. Oh my God, I want to just black out. You know? That's what it does, the trap medicine. But guess what? I took 2 tins of THC and CBD. Look at me now.
Perfect.
I donated my walking sticks to the Black Russian, wherever you are. May you heal quickly. May the blessings rain upon you, and we are there for you. Get well soon. You know what I'm saying? I donated them to him.
Nice. That was
Just
kind
recently,
of you.
because he's my elder. He taught me a lot. He's actually Black Russian. He's half Buganda, half Russian. You know what I'm saying? And he's the one who hosts us. We do a concert. We have a show called Reggae Chakula, where we play reggae music and we cook Ital food. And vendors come and display their stuff and all that. So, I mean, it's coming up soon. You're all welcome. I'm gonna make sure I share it all with everybody, with G Styles, you know?
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, when you go back to medication and food, your food is your medicine. You get it? Your food is your medicine. If you eat junk food, then you know junk food is like a rubbish pit. A rubbish pit where you put everything. That's why people suffer from obesity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine, we worked on a song together in 2014 or 15. He's a South African, right?
Okay.
He was so big like that. But the song didn't even last a month and he's died. And I was shocked, like, oh man, oh Jamali Kufa Maze. I was like, what happened? They say he died climbing his stairs. He got a heart attack. Can you imagine that?
I hear you.
And the song never went anywhere, so I just played for memory at home. Pum 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 dum pum. You know, like, oh my God, yeah, I remember this guy, man. Yeah, we didn't even talk much, man. We didn't even get to know each other much, you know. It was just studio setting and all that. Eating badly. Wherever his soul is, may your soul hang up in the air. We shall link up. I'm coming soon. You'll see me there.
And then surprisingly,
You know?
surprisingly, people think that eating junk is actually eating well.
That is called poverty imagination. Poverty imagination.
So tell them about ital foods that they should eat in order to remain clean and remain temples of the Most High.
All I can say is go green. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
Are you trying to say, blessed son, that people that do nkwacho are eating healthy? Because nkwacho is not yellow.
Yeah, it's not yellow,
not red.
but nkwacho is a herb.
Yeah.
It's just how people use it.
Nkwacho, if for our viewers that don't know nkwacho are the leaves. Can you say them in
Akakola,
Akakola in English? For those
cut.
it's cut, yeah?
Yeah, they call it cut.
Yeah.
What they call mairunji here.
Yeah. So I'd like to know.
Or mira in Kenya. Or mogoka.
Correct. So I would like to know from Blessed Son, people that do cut, are they eating healthy because they are going green?
All right. What I know is cut is supposed to be consumed in bits, not that much, you know, because the same it has a dopamine that you get, and this feeling that keeps you awake. Let me be clear with everybody out there. There is cocaine. Yeah. If anybody out there know what cocaine is, this is what I'm talking about right now. People sniff cocaine to stay awake and alert. You know what I'm saying? And it messes with your chemical juices. You know what I'm saying? And it fries your brain. You know, frying your brain. It fries your brain and it keeps you junky because it's not affordable for low people, for people who can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Now, that thing, that dopamine feeling that they get from cocaine is the same. It's not the same. Hear me clearly. A little percentage of that dopamine is in Mira. Because when people chew Mira, they don't sleep. They don't sleep, they work all night. When you sniff cocaine, you don't sleep. Cocaine is when they sniff immediately, right now, immediately, it works immediately right now. So it's chemicals. It's from a lab and all that. But aloe vera, let me tell you, the same percentage that you get from Mira is in aloe vera too. When you cut a piece of aloe vera, small piece of aloe vera at the fat part, the juicy part, and you pop it in your mouth and put it in there, you ain't gonna sleep. You ain't gonna sleep, you know what I'm saying? And it's a herb, you know?
Really?
It is. If you didn't know that, it is. It's how you use it, you know? It's how you use it. Because when you consume it, it works, it touches your chemical juices and your body reacts different. It changes your system a little bit. You know, like what they say, team no sleep. Yeah. You don't sleep. I mean, if you want to work the whole night or you want to work the whole time, that's what they use. But in Europe, they don't grow Mira. So they make something that has something that keeps you awake and something that's going to fry your brains. It's so insane that there's too much cocaine, too much drugs in my streets. In my town, there's too many junkies right now. If you go to Bunga right now, it's full of junkies. You go to Kabalagala, it's full of junkies. Where are they getting all this stuff? Who's bringing all this stuff to the people? The youths are not functionable anymore. Everybody has, we are born with purpose. We are children of our mothers and our fathers. They believe in us too much. They count on us too much. We are the bloodline. But then why? Why does someone create something to destroy the youths? The youths are the future for tomorrow. It's essential for us to keep them shining bright. When you plant a tree, you have to nurture it, and that's just it. For me, that's just it.
I hear you. That's some good education.
Yeah, and it goes back. A fool is a fool, whether he's gone to school, where he sits down on a stool and bows down to Babylon rule and says it's cool.
Yet
If you are that, then you're a fool. Then you are a traitor to your own kind.
Yes.
I hear you have to love. Love is the only solution to separate from illusion. Just free your mind. Turn on the meditation station and everything will be all right.
Now, speaking of freeing your mind, blessed son, Rasta encourages. At least I've not seen anywhere where they discourage ganja. They encourage ganja. They say it's nice, it's
of course,
healing, it's everything.
Of course, it is.
Doesn't the ganja mess with the mental?
Like I said, it goes back to how you use it.
Because now that is not freeing the mind. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
It's now not in line with what you're saying. You're saying people should free, but then Rasta again encourages them to do the ganja, which again doesn't free the mind. Doesn't it mess with the mental? Please help me understand.
Listen to me very carefully. We are herbalists. You hear me? I smoke. You hear me? I extract oils, fats from plants, which heals people. Starting from me. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing you can tell me that ganja is bad. Ganja is not bad. Ganja is a herb. Brown sugar, ice, cocaine, ketamine, and all these things are drugs, my friend.
Actually, somebody was saying, if there's anything that needs to be banned, it should be sugar first, before even banning anything else.
I don't have sugar in my house. I don't drink sugar. If I want sugar, I eat sugar cane, watermelon, bananas, natural sugars, and it's healing for the body.
Yeah.
Your food, your medicine. It goes back to that.
Yeah.
We are who we are because of what we feed ourselves, what we feed ourselves with.
Yeah.
If you eat junk food, you're going to think junk. Your mind is you're going to think that way because that is just the effect of that junk food. You won't stop eating until you die. I mean, come on, man. Food is supposed to heal. Why do you eat to death?
Yeah.
Why do you eat to death?
Not to live.
What? Come on, man. Go green. Alkaline is the only solution. You know what I'm saying? Plant seeds and grow. Reap what you sow by the hands of your own. Let it be known to all my sons and daughters out there. This is what Earth Mother taught us. Yeah.
Thank you. Tell me something. You're in this Rasta space. I know you know so many Rasta men. Are there Rastas that don't do ganja?
A lot.
Interesting. So people should stop thinking that Rasta
a lot because
and ganja are synonymous.
A lot. I'm telling you, it's just healing properties that we consume from the weed.
Yeah.
When you say ganja, what do you mean? Smoking?
Smoking. Yeah, smoking. Yeah, smoking. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, extracting the benefits that you get from weed. When you extract fats and oils from weed and plants, it's more than smoking because you be burning it out. You're burning the THC out. But it gives you a little feeling. You get the feeling, you get the vibe. But the healing property is mostly when it's extracted from the weed.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. But I mean, too much of something is not nice, you know? Take what is enough for you and you will be fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Before I forget, blessed son, I'm curious to know from you, what does Rasta say about marriage? Christianity says you get somebody, take them to church, wed, start staying together, then procreate, right? What does Rasta say about marriage?
Rasta says what the Christianity don't say, what the religions don't say. So reverse that, and that is Rasta.
I just reversed that.
Yeah, just reverse it. I don't have to. I mean, in our cultures of way back, it was about dowry and all that. You know what I'm saying? But now it's about fundraising money for this guy and that guy. They're gonna get married and all that. What if they say, okay, we're not gonna get married? It's gonna piss off the whole community. They're gonna say, want our money.
True.
And what's that? What kind of business is that? That's church business, bro.
True.
That's religious business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, to all you religious people out there, keep your faith alive and know where you're heading. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do what you gotta do because somebody said so. Or you gotta follow the flock. You know what I'm saying? Like they say in the Gazizo. You know what I'm saying? It's always one sheep that leads the cows. You know? If you see, do you know why there's so many? Where there's a kraal or there's thousands of cattle feeding, there's always a sheep.
True.
Do you know why?
No.
Because they lead the cows home. They don't forget. Even when the owner is not there. All he has to do is take them 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And that's it. He knows, they'll be here by 5. You go leave them there. They know their way back home. The sheep knows way back home. All the cows are going to follow the sheep. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is.
Interesting.
That's the life of the Balaro.
Yeah.
Oshegeda. Did you know that in Karamoja, did you know that to read the weather, whether the season is going to be, the rainy season is coming or dry season is coming, do you think they go to school to go and say, give us a machine to go and measure the weather? No. That's what they call education, right? They put you in a box and you stuck there. You don't get off the box. You know what I'm saying? Well, back in Karamoja, back at home, they slice the tummy of the sheep or of the goat and read from the intestines of what they've been feeding. And they'll predict the weather is coming. They won't predict like on the specific date, but the rain will fall.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oof. That's Rasta for me.
Blessed son, you should be coming more often, man. This is a lot of education. Yeah.
I mean, love is the only solution. We have to share. Yeah.
Nice. So away from nature and culture and those other things.
Yeah.
You do music, Blessed son. And you do reggae music, to be specific, right?
Nope.
Not only reggae, because the songs I've listened to are all reggae. Nice proper jams. You guys should check out Blessed Son on YouTube.
Yeah.
Dangerous, sweet reggae music. I actually love it. I've been jamming to it for the longest time.
Thank you.
I have.
So much. And there's more where that came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm versatile. I don't have a genre because what can I say? I do African contemporary music, I do poetry, I do soul and jazz, and that's who I am basically. I play soul and jazz music. I rap, I do hip hop, raga, dancehall, and reggae, and whatever sound of the wind that blows me, I go with the sound because I don't believe.
You let nature drive you.
Yeah, spread your wings and fly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that kind of vibe. Yeah. You know, like I'm not specific because with my experience of music, I did not learn from a certain person or a certain school, but I learned by the ways and the sound of nature as well, you know. I know most of the sounds. Most of the sounds that I hear, I know them musically. I transform them to sound, you know. And I teach music. I train vocals. I write. You know, you want to sing, you want to rap, you want to learn how to write. You have a voice, you don't know how to use it. I do voicing for animation cartoons on NTV, you know. So I mean, just bring the love. If you believe that you have a voice, you want to say something, and you believe you have a voice. Everybody has a voice. Everybody can sing. Yeah, it's not about singing. It's not only about singing. It's about communicating in very many different ways, you know. So that's what I do. Ntereza amarobozi nkugolola bulungi nenkutereza oshegera nenkuza wali mu kirasi. I put you right where you belong. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you believe you want to be a musician or you want to sing, or you've never recorded before, you never sang before, but you know you have this thing inside of you, come on, man. I'm only one call away.
Nice. Thank you, blessed son. So, from the music that you've done,
Yeah.
which song is that was loved, appreciated the most, that took you places?
I think if it's a specific song, then there's none. I think it's everything. I think it's whoever ever heard me before open my mouth. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because, like I said, when I was in Nairobi, I've lived in Nairobi almost all my life, you know. I'm a very, like, I don't know what to say, but when I go to Nairobi, I have people running around me, you know what I'm saying? Like, blessed son, Mzito amefika, blessed
Mzito, I
amefika.
like saying Mzito.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Yeah, because, you know, what can I say? Like, most of the artists in Kenya, the Nazizis, the Lavostis, you know, and all these guys, I've worked with them and I work with them and every day, you know. And most of the radio stations, most of the TV stations, most of the rappers, underground rappers in Nairobi, when I step in town, it's a bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Now that leads me to another question, blessed son. Does that mean that Kenya appreciates reggae more than Uganda?
I would say 10 million%.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what is it
Because
about?
listen-
Why haven't we appreciated it so much?
Okay, let me take you back to history. Like the Emperor Selassie, visited Kenya way back.
He visited Uganda too.
Yeah, yeah, listen to me. And they made a road for him. You know a road? You know what we call highways, that Entebbe highways?
Express.
Oshegera. Bro, first of all, let's go back to roads in Nairobi. Roads in Nairobi, they can be like 5 cars on one road. Back and these ones are going that side, these ones are going that side. You know what I'm saying? Not just one small road and then this car has to go back, the other car has to pass, or accidents. It's very hard to find accidents in Nairobi. You get it? So the emperor did that.
Yeah.
The emperor, it's called, what's the road called? Emperor Selassie Road. Brother, it's a long road. You know, like Mandela's long walk to freedom? When you're walking that road, you're walking to freedom.
Really?
It's nicely built, it's just large, like from there to that side, and it's peaceful, you know what I'm saying? And there's Rastas
That
always on
definitely
that
should be
road.
Rastas.
You know, it's like, you know, but the music industry in Uganda is more of, in Kenya they say kapuka this, kapuka, kapu. Yeah?
It's coming to rain, so let's...
There's kapuka this music. Uganda, we have Afro, we have what we call Chidandali, from the days of Menton Sama, Rasta Rob MC, and all these people. You know, it was that vibe. But in Kenya, when the emperor visited Kenya, first of all, the Kikuyu people are naturally dreadlocked. Naturally, whether it's not about Rasta, it's not about Rasta. You know what I'm saying? It's about like, it's like I've forgotten the names of guys in Senegal, but there's a tribe that makes drums. They also they have dreads, but they're not Rasta. You get it? Because when Kikuyu was fighting against the British, the guys whom they fought against dreadlock people. But when the emperor came to Kenya, many Jamaicans and many Rasta people came to Kenya, and they received that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've performed with Chronics, Morgan Heritage, Mungo's Hi-Fi, Chezzy Deck. I don't know, man. Like on all these of like Kenyan performances in Kenya. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Blessed Son, viewers, it's coming to rain down here. Blessed Son preferred that we sit down under a tree like this to enjoy the nature. So it's now starting to drizzle and we might have to run very soon. Blessed Son,
Yeah.
your parting shots to our viewers.
Yo, so me I tell you everything nice and clear. G-Styles run things, you know. Keep it locked and subscribe to G-Styles TV, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And you know it's true that they want you to know what you have to know. You have to tell them say it's true. Love yourself again and never stay away from love again. Ooh, you. I tell you, Babylon, I go screw you. Yeah. Respect your mother and your father.
Rastafari. Thank you. Make sure you like, drop us a comment, yeah? And then we'll be happy to, read it and then respond. Thank you for watching. Blessings.
G-Styles.
Thank you,
TV.
Blessed Son.
Much love and respect to all the people out there. Keep the love.
G-Styles. The G full of style. Them a pre-we. If you know, you know. Coca-Cola. Me day up on top with me crown King Styles. Everything crease and thing in a me palace. Every boy a pre me in a me Rolls Royce. Ngabuli chimuchakabi. Everything.